Hi, hello. Dating. Ever heard of it? There's a lot of dating apps out there. And I thought, what are the worst? I scrounged the worst dating apps I could find, and I've been using them for the last week. For all of these dating apps, I tried to set up my profile the same. Same name, same photos, same information. And right off the bat, I was worried about some of these apps being used for malicious intent, if that is farming data or catfishing or whatever it may be. So don't worry, I set up a fake email, not nicothiel@gmail.com. Yeah, I'm pretty smart. Don't think they're going to be able to figure that one out now, will they? The first dating app that I used was Highly. It stands for, hey, I like you. On the App Store, their description is a free app that believes dating is one of the routes to take in a relationship. I don't really know what other routes there are. I feel like to be in a relationship, you have to go on dates with people. That's kind of what a relationship is. Going on dates with the same person over and over for a prolonged amount of time. I feel dumb. I feel like maybe I'm missing something. The only thing that I could think of is maybe an arranged marriage, but I don't think that's what they're referring to. So I set up my profile with Highly, put in my age, my name, things that I was interested in, and then it came to, what are you looking for in this app? Which is a totally normal question. I feel like you get that across most dating apps. It's important to be upfront with what you're wanting, but the gifts that they choose to have with these labels are so overly sensual and genuinely make me uncomfortable. What on earth is this? I think it would have been cleaner if it was just text, just little check boxes for you to choose. I could get past that though. And then there was something even more alarming. When you choose the age range that you're interested in, typically it is 18 to 50, 60, 70, whatever it is. Highly only allows us two age ranges. You can either choose 18 to 25 or 26 and up. And that makes sense. You know, that's how the world works. When you're 18 to 25, you're young and you're hot. And then when you're off your parents' health insurance, you're old and you're a big ol' uggo. It was hard for me to decide which age range to choose from. I personally am 25, but I did not feel comfortable seeing 18 and 19-year-olds on this dating app. So I went with 26 and up. What can I say? I guess I'm just a pretty good guy. Every day when you log into this app, you get to use a roulette, where you have the chance to win a reward. If you use the roulette enough days in a row, you get even a larger prize. I think this makes sense from an app standpoint. It gamifies it. It makes it more fun. It also gives you a reason to come back to that app every single day so you can get those prizes. Also, while swiping, I basically just swiped right on everyone on all of these apps that I use. I didn't want to be too picky. And after swiping right about 10 times on Highly, I couldn't swipe anymore. You only get, I guess, 10 or so likes each day. And then they push you to premium, which again, makes sense. I mean, every dating app, basically, their end goal is to get you to buy premium so that they make more money. One feature that I was not anticipating to be on Highly is the live stream feature. And when I saw this, I was immediately worried. I was expecting it to basically be like Omegle or Chat Roulette and the sort of things that you see on there. But the one live stream that I joined was just two ladies in their car listening to music and talking to the chat. It was super laggy and the audio was super compressed. I'm not really sure why this feature exists on Highly. I don't see how it would help you connect with someone or form a relationship with someone. After a day or so of me using the app, I received a message from someone and I went to click on it and I couldn't look at it. You don't need to match with someone before you message them, but I wasn't able to see that message unless we had matched prior. But the app is not set up well, so there was a way to work around this. You could just go to the search function and then search in that person that's messaged you and then click on the message and see it. And I saw the message. Tammy sent me a message. Jesus, Tammy, take me to dinner first, all right? Come on. Get me a ribeye steak, huh? Did I respond? No, because I was nervous. Also, something that I noticed while I was swiping was a large amount of pop-up ads. And it seemed like there was no gatekeeping within the ads that were on this app. And I say that because at one point I got an ad for another dating app. Overall, I think the UI and UX design for this app is pretty good. It's clean, it's easy to use. The live stream feature seems unnecessary. But in the end of the day, all that matters is, would I use this app again? And the answer to that, no. Badoo is the next app I used. The profile setup was pretty simple, pretty similar to Highly. Put in my photos, put in my age, put in my height, put in my name. And then it got to the question of, how do you feel about kids? I don't know. I think kids are pretty cool. Most of my friends are kids. One cool thing about this app is you can have an advanced filter to see only certain people. And this is usually a premium feature on other apps, so it was nice to see this for free. So I set my desired height to 7'4" and language to Creole. It's a very limited pool of people, but I know what I want and I don't want to waste my time. Also, an interesting feature for this app is they have a nearby tab. So you can see a grid of people, see how far away they are. But with this feature, it clearly shows the little amount of users that they have on this app. I live in the Los Angeles area. I still only saw like 1 or 2 people a couple miles from me, and then it quickly got very far away. So would I use this app again? Maybe. The next app I tried was Ashley Madison. Now, Ashley Madison has been around for a long time. It was originally founded in 2002, and their slogan is, "Life is short, have an affair." Buddy, I got some news for you. Life is the longest thing you do. Ashley Madison is riddled with controversy. In 2015, hackers stole all of the consumers' data. And then in 2016, they rebranded and changed the slogan to "Find Your Moment," which is great. They were trying to rebrand, change up things a little bit. And then in 2017, they rebranded back and went back to "Life is short, have an affair." Really did a 180 on there. When setting up my profile for this app, it was clear that of the apps that I tried, this was the most poorly designed one. It looks like it was taken straight from their old website from like 2002 and just squished into a phone. It didn't seem like they put any time into making this a mobile first design. Also, when you're setting up your profile and inputting photos, it doesn't let you crop them correctly, and it only lets you see certain photos on your phone, so you can't upload all the photos you might want to. One interesting thing is when you upload the photos, you can add a blur and add masks to your images to cover your face, I guess. The whole app is founded on this idea that it's secretive and sneaky, and like this handshake agreement that everyone uses this app won't go and take people's data and put it on the internet. So then to have this feature to put masks and blurs on your images seems like it kind of breaks that fake handshake agreement that exists. Also, I just think it's funny to put like a clip art of a mask over your face as if that's going to cover everything and no one will be able to identify you. It's the equivalent of Clark Kent not being recognized when he's Superman. Also, since this app is supposed to be secretive, they allow you to customize the notifications that you would get on your phone. And then they go a step further where you can change the icon of the app on your phone. And you would think that the icons that you could change to, or maybe make it look like a mobile game or a book or a movie, but all of them still seem clearly sleazy and connected to Ashley Madison. One of them is grass with a bunch of hearts, cards with a bunch of hearts, a keyhole where the hole is a heart. Hey babe, what's that app on your phone that's a keyhole with a heart? Oh, that's just an app of keys. It's just a bunch of photos of keys, and I love keys. You know that, right? Everyone knows I love keys. While using the app, I got some messages from people. They were obviously very sexual because that's the basis of this app, and I don't believe that a lot of them were real people. I know for a fact some of them are bots. I didn't respond to them again. I got nervous. I'm not good at talking to girls. Would I use Ashley Madison again? No. Clearly not. Next up, Cougar D. Cougar D is not a sugar mama relationship app. Cougar D is the #1 cougar dating app for younger men to meet mature women. In the past year, many users have found their true love or business partners. What? Who went on Cougar D and met their future business partner? Alright sharks, I run a fintech, and I'm looking for $500,000 for 10% equity in my company. This is my business partner, Cheyenne. She's 65 and I met her on Cougar D. One very small nitpick about this app is that when you set up your account and set up your password, they only make you put it in once, and that stresses me out. You should always have to put in your password twice to make sure you put it in correctly. I know it's a little thing, and I know of all the things that Cougar D has that's wrong, this shouldn't bother me probably, but it does, and I think they should fix it. You're welcome, Cougar D. On this app, there's no liking or swiping. You just message people. You can message anyone. There's also a feed like Twitter where people can post things and then you can reply and comment on those posts. I looked through the feed and it's all just older women saying how they are looking for a cub, which I didn't know was a term until now. On Urban Dictionary, it says it's a young, husky, hairy man. Also, when your profile is set up, Cougar D sends a long message to you about not sending bank information to people because they may be trying to defraud you. I can relate to that. It sucks when you're just looking for a cub and you end up getting defrauded. That's kind of the gist of Cougar D. There's not a whole lot there. It's all older women, obviously. Would I use this app? No. Again, obviously not. I can see why if you're specifically interested in looking for a cougar, but not a sugar mama, just a cougar, then it would make sense to use this app, maybe. But also every popular dating app allows you to set the age range that you're interested in. So you could potentially just say you want to be dating people from 55 and up or 50 and up or 65 and up, whatever the age range is that defines a cougar, I'm not sure. And there's going to be way more people on those apps than on Cougar D. The last app that I used was The Right Stuff. You may have heard of The Right Stuff. It is a conservative dating app funded by right-wing billionaire Peter Thiel. Not my uncle. Although I do have an uncle named Peter Thiel, he is not the right-wing billionaire Peter Thiel. Again, I just want to make it very clear. We may have the same last name. I may have an uncle of the same name, but he is not the same person. When you set up your profile, it's pretty normal for the most part. It starts off by just giving your name, giving your email. It forces you to give your phone number, which I did. I gave The Right Stuff my phone number. I don't know why. I shouldn't have. And then it asks if they can have access to all of your contacts as well, which I did not. That is where I drew the line. You can have my phone number, but you can't have my friends. Also, just like every profile you set up, you say your height. One thing that I noticed about The Right Stuff is the height range that you can choose from. You can go from like 7 feet all the way down to 1 foot, which unless you're the new Guinness Book World Record holder for shortest person alive, you're not going to be 1 foot tall. But I don't know, it's cool to see that The Right Stuff is more inclusive than I thought they were going to be. Also, when setting up, they have prompts, similar to how like Hinge and Bumble has prompts that you can fill out to kind of give a little more information. You answer some fun questions, you can kind of show your sense of humor. And The Right Stuff has pretty normal prompts for the most part, and then it slowly leans into some more interesting stuff. For example, favorite liberal lie. My favorite conservative pundit is. January 6th was. These prompts are so clearly set up to have extremely offensive and conservative responses, which makes sense. This is a conservative dating app, but it's funny how much they lead you to try to say something that a lot of people would find offensive. But I filled out my prompts and finished setting up my profile and found out that you have to be invited to use the app. I gave them my phone number and I can't even use their stinking app. I sent them an email, a very kind and appreciative email to try to get accepted. Did not get a response yet. Sure, I emailed them at 5 p.m. on a Friday. I would expect a response nonetheless. I still did some more research about the app though, even though I couldn't use it, I wanted to know more about it. Women get to use premium for free, men do not. We gotta get more women on this app. Daniel, your mom is single, get her on the app, get her on The Right Stuff. Evan, your sister, she can be on the app, right? Who cares that she's 16? We need more women on this app. We'll take anyone. We'll take anyone. One interesting feature about this app is the way that you set up dates on it. The way it works is you just set a time and a date that you want to go on a date, and then any of your matches can say that they're interested. This feels like a unique way to set up a date and a unique feature that's not on other dating apps, but I don't see myself using this. When I want to go on a date, it's usually with a specific person. I've never just had like a group of people that I've been like, I don't care. I'll go on a date with any of them. And that was the last app I tried to use. Overall, I don't see myself using these apps again. Badoo was the only one that came close. It just doesn't compare to the larger dating apps that have a huge population of people using them. You just have a higher chance of matching someone that you actually have a connection with on those other dating apps. I hope you enjoyed this dumb little video. I had fun trying these absurd dating apps for the last week. Until next time, bye. I'm leaving. Oh, come on. Go. No, you hang up. No, you. Okay, we'll hang up at the same time. On 3. 1, 2, 3. You said you were gonna hang up. Hang up.